So a little bit more work on the door. Not really happy with that gap there, so what we can do is we'll open the door frame up, or the door group. We'll click on the edge and I'll pull that across. I'll leave the gaps around the top, and then we'll just move the hinges over. It just didn't look right, so we'll click on the group. I think we've got his hinges, and we'll just move them across so they join up. They just didn't look right, so along the red, join it to the other one, and job's a good one. So these hinges now, we can cut them. We'll open our door group and we'll do an edit, paste in place. What we need now is, we don't need them, but we can put a couple of handles on. So if you open this group up, the corner group, click on till we get to the door handles, and then we can copy. I'm not sure if it's going to copy all of them. We'll find out. If I copy, and we'll do an edit. Oh no, we actually just paste it. Yep, it only copies 2. I thought it was going to copy it. Being it highlighted them all, it will copy them all. But it's not going to do that. So we'll bring it onto a surface there, and we want to rotate it. A couple of options for rotating. We can come up to the top and it will put a protractor on, and then we can bring it round, follow the protractor around. So while we're moving it, we can use a protractor. Any of these red pluses will move it round on the protractor. We'll click on and we'll find our door, find an edge, and move it down. I mean, you want one handle, you want 2 handles, not a clue. So we're good there. Let's just let's line them up in the middle a bit more, move them over. There we go. So we'll click on the handles and we'll cut them. We'll open our door group and we'll do an edit, paste in place. I suppose we can do a hasp on there, so we'll put a guide in, find the middle, on any edge, come down, and it'll click to the middle there. We'll draw what pretend hasp, I don't know, just a little bit of detail. Draw a little square. And we'll come in, we'll use the arc tool just on the edge till it changes magenta, double click, and it'll just round that corner over. We'll click on, we'll pull it out, 0.4, that normally stands out quite well. Actually it's too far, we'll push it back, 0.2, right, Control Z. We'll pull it out 0.2 and click away. We'll triple click, we'll scale it, actually we'll copy it and then we'll scale it, click on middle and we'll do a -1, enter, and then we'll do an edit, paste in place, and then we've got a duplicate in it. There's a bit more detail, and we'll triple click, right click, make a group, cut it, open our door, and we'll do an edit, paste in place, and there we go. It's just little bits of detail. Right, we need some hinges on the door as well. Well, we can do that. So we'll do it similar to we did the other one. We'll draw a square in the corner, any corner, and then we'll come down, say 2,2, enter. Now give us a bit of detail. Right click, reverse face, and then we'll just draw around that piece in the corner. Click on the edge, delete, and click on this edge, delete. So we've got this little corner bracket here. Right, we can components. We've got our rivets somewhere. That's a thing. I've got a few components on here now. Hinge, no. I thought I saved that as a rivet. Hook, there we go, rivet 01. I should really change that to a list because it's going to be unwieldy. So if we click on, it will come in, obviously not the way you want it. So we double click, right click, and make that a group so it's not going to move around. Let's put a guide in to the middle, and a guide across to the middle of there, and then we'll move this rivet. First thing we'll do is, actually, if we move it, we can use our protractor and move it round. We'll move it on the edge, and then we can, if we press the up arrow, find the crosshairs, press the up arrow, press the up arrow, Control Z, Control Y, and we'll click on the edge, we'll do it up, click on the X, up, and then click on it. That was a fatal mistake, didn't click on it, and we'll just move that rivet up on the Z, so it's in the middle, and we'll do a control along the red, and then we'll do the same again coming down. This is only just extra little bit of details, makes the model look a little bit better, lets it pop. Yep, we're good for that. So if we click on 1, 2, 3 rivets and the background, right click, we'll make that a group. Then we'll move it across to the left. We do escape, we'll do a control along the red to that corner, and if we flip that, right click, flip along red, obviously we need to click the object we just moved, and then right click, flip along red, and then move it back along the red to the corner. That's not too bad, is it? And then what we can do is we click on control, and then we can copy them. So we click on the object, we do a control on the Z axis, and we'll copy them both down, and then we'll right click, flip along the blue to turn them back up, and then we can get a corner, and we go back up on the blue, and a little bit of rivet detail on the door. Now this is entirely up to you how much detail you put on, where you put it on, and whatever. So I'm just showing you a few techniques. It's not prototypical, I know, but it might help you make a decent model. So we click on the brackets, all 4. Actually, we deselect that line. Clicked on we do edit, delete guides because they got in the way. So we click on the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding control, make that a group, and we'll cut that group. We'll open the door up, we'll do an edit, paste in place, and then hopefully everything is attached. So if we right click, we'll make this a group, we'll hide it. There you go, and if everything hides, you know it's all in that group. So with a Control Z, we'll bring it back, and then we'll right click, and we'll make that a component then. So we'll call that door. Just wagon door, I suppose. Wagon door. Yep. And then we'll create. So now what I need to do now is probably the best way is to copy that. Then we'll scale it. If we can find the centre, red scale along the red axis. We'll do a -1. We'll do an edit, paste in place. And if we do a control and click on that one, and we'll do a copy. We'll do a scale again along the middle, -1, enter. And then we can move this on the corner along the green axis. Let's find the other edge. There we go, there. And then we do an edit, paste in place. So now we've got 4 doors. We can make them a group. We haven't copied over this bit though, so if I copy that over, just click on, and we do, actually we'll click on this edge, control, green axis, copy over. So far looks a bit like a wagon side, and then we'll move on to our roof.